Hello everyone, my name is Alex Stoeber, and today we are going to look at the national and local Santa Barbara real estate markets and get an idea of what's going on with the trends when it comes to inventory levels, when it comes to price, when it comes to all the good stuff that gives you the tools you need to make a decision for yourself, your family, and your futures. But before we do that, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications every time I upload a video on this old YouTube. Anyway, let's jump into it. So first off, let's go ahead and take a look at the national data. So we're going to look at what's going on when it comes to homes sold. Homes sold is very down week over week. We're seeing sales activity really come down quite a bit. We're seeing a pattern here of lower lows and lower highs when it comes to homes sold. And this is where we're looking right here. So this is the guy you want to look at, the orange. So we are coming down to 2019 levels, a little bit above that for this week, but you are seeing that we're seeing higher highs there, and now we're seeing lower lows. So this is a big low here, and what that is pointing to is just our sales activity is coming down. That could mean that buyers aren't looking to buy nearly as much as they were before. We were looking at a trend that was showing lower mortgage applications week over week and month over month. We'll get more numbers on that on Wednesday, but here we'll look at pending sales, and this is a similar story here when we look at this. So pending sales, we are coming down when it comes to pending sales. So the trajectory is down, and then our new listings are also down. So we're seeing lower inventory and lower sales activity, probably because the buyers have been in the market getting beat out 20%, 30%, 60% over list price in many cases. But we're hoping that as more inventory does come on the market and our months of supply goes up, that we will start to see more people looking for homes, and we'll also see more sellers being willing to relocate and let new buyers come into their homes. So here down at the bottom, you'll see that our year over year for days on, or for our monthly inventory, is coming up quite a bit. So that is a good sign when it comes to new inventory for buyers. But weeks of supply, we are really hurting here, down well below the last 3 years. So that's something to consider when we are looking to the future. So that's pretty much what's going on a national level. If you want to take a look at the median sales prices, so new listing median prices, we're looking at way up median prices from the last 3 years, and that has just continued to be the trend. We are seeing that it's slowing down quite a bit here in the beginning of the year. We got off to a really quick start. It was just shooting up, and now we're plateauing quite a bit when it comes to new listing median price, and median sales price is, that looks like a rocket to me. It looks like it's launching, definitely taking off quite a bit. Year over year, we are coming down a little bit there. So that's something to keep in mind. The new listings are down, and our pending sales are down. Home sales are down. In the down trajectory anyway. That's what all of these trends are looking at. That's what we pay attention to here in the area, and just making sure that we are calling it as we see it. And right now, this is the data that we have. So let's switch over to the Santa Barbara real estate market and take a look at what we have here. So in the Santa Barbara real estate market, pretty similar. We have lower new inventory. It's kind of it shot down, and now it's kind of having this curl effect right here at the end there, and that could point towards more inventory coming in the near future. But we are well below where we were last year. This time last year, I mean, we aren't spending too many weeks above where we were last year, but we do want this to come up in order for the market to be replenished and for it to be saturated with some inventory here. So in closed news, we are seeing that our closed inventory actually shot up on a local level. So that's a good sign. It means that we are definitely seeing an active market here, and that's nice to see. However, we do want to put new listings on the market. So if we're having lower new listings and now they're kind of curling, that could mean that we're going to get more inventory, and then the closed listings just shooting up like that in the last couple of weeks is encouraging for overall sales activity. Our pendings are also up, especially compared to last year. So sales activity is just really rising in the last few weeks. And this is good because actually before this week, we saw that we were lower in activity over the last 7 weeks straight. So this is good. This means that we have demand, we have buyers being active in the market, and that is really pushing prices, but it's also pushing a lot of open houses. Oh my gosh, we had 300 people through one of our open houses on our listing on Gillespie last week, and it got over 20 offers in 1 week of being on the market. So that seller is stoked, and we did get them a all cash offer with no contingencies closing in 7 days. So if you are thinking about selling in this market, make sure you have good representation, make sure you have good marketing, and I would love to tell you what we do in order to get awesome results in a market like this. So the price changes are also really interesting. So last year we had a lot of price discovery. Things were all kind of all over the place, and we didn't really know what was going on there. I mean, we knew that Santa Barbara real estate was really sought after and everyone wanted it. However, we could not have guessed that it would be this remarkable. Now, this year, we are settling out, and we know what Santa Barbara real estate is worth, and homes are just not seeing as many price reductions as they did last year. And then back on markets, here we are seeing an influx. So I mean, all the markets go in a wave, right? So right now we are seeing that we did have a higher low on back on markets than last. It was week 25, and we are now looking to see if that is going to continue to rise, which would mean that we would have more inventory and more homes that aren't getting backup offers. You always want to get a backup offer if you're a seller in a market like this, especially to make sure you're locking in prices and locking in buyers so that you can take care of yourself just in case there is some buyer's remorse. It does happen, and coming soons are way down. We are seeing that this is probably going to continue to decrease because there's not a whole lot of incentive for coming soon listings in the Santa Barbara market right now. Our sellers are seeing that either they'll sell it off market, make it nice and private, make sure that they are getting a great buyer pre-market without having to go through the open houses and everything. And yet, if you're not doing that, then really bringing it on the market is going to get the most exposure, the most buyers to the table bidding against themselves. And coming soon doesn't really allow you to do that. So I don't think that metric is going to continue to rise, but that's something to watch because more people may want to sell off market without full market exposure, syndication of our marketing efforts, putting the videos and the professional photography everywhere. And yeah, I would always recommend that if you're going to bring it on the market. And then our weekly and average median sales prices you will see that the median is actually decreasing quite a bit when it comes to the sales prices. That's over the last few weeks. We've seen a decline in median prices. It is definitely up from the 5 weeks prior, and yet we're seeing this trend here. And average price is actually just taking off there when it comes to homes in the area. So really, what this is pointing to is higher end sales are taking the Santa Barbara real estate market even higher, and our median sales price is still, it's way over $1.5 million, and that is really what we're trying to see here is our median price increasing, because median appreciation is really the real number for appreciation in real estate, because when you're factoring in $20 million properties and then $1 million properties, the average of those two is not going to be as telling of a number as if you were doing the median price, because there's going to be far more sales at the lower price point to tell you what the general market is actually looking at. So those are the numbers for this week, and I hope that was valuable for you. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. I would love to talk to you more about what's going on in the Santa Barbara real estate market and give you some more insights into how our sellers are getting incredible deals when it comes to putting their homes on the market and marketing them to the world. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.